Good evening, guys. Just thought I'd do a quick video this afternoon just to talk to you about Pareto's 80-20 rule, which essentially says that we spend 80% of time engaging in activities that yields less than 20% of the desired outcomes we're hoping to accomplish. Now, that concept, together with a scriptural principle of sowing and reaping, which says we shall all reap what we sow, more than we sow, later than we sow. That is one of Jehovah's kingdom principles. It's a farming principle. And individually, if we were to assess how we have lived our lives, the things we say are most important. The things that we commit our lives and prioritize are not the things that gives us the maximum benefit that we're striving for. Many of us say that family is most important, yet circumstances dictates that we will spend 80% or more of our energies not in furtherance of building the relationships that we have, but invariably chasing after things that in the final analysis are not important. And every discussion I have comes back to the fundamental point is, what were we created to do on earth? If we all accept that there is a supreme being that created the world and us, then every creator has specifications for how their creation is to be used and managed. As a Christian, the manual that I live by or strive to live by is the Holy Bible. And that tells me that I am not here on earth in furtherance of my own selfish ambitions. I was made with a purpose, as were you, and that purpose is to glorify Jehovah. Now, to glorify Jehovah, we have kingdom principles, and the principles are in the Bible. And the uncanny thing about these principles is that they're for our benefit. If we want to be truly successful, and as the book of Joshua tells us, if we truly want to have good success in life, then this is not possible if we're living apart from Jehovah's kingdom principles. So, one of the fundamental things that we should do is, as a man, I found myself a wife, and the principle that Jehovah says to live by is to love her the way Jesus Christ loved the church. And when you get that fundamental correct, then everything else will be aligned. You'll end up prioritizing time to have the results and the blessings that Jehovah has promised. Now, the Antichrist, which is Satan, is constantly reinventing ways to get us to waste our time. And by waste of time, I mean pursue things that ultimately will not deliver the results that we say we're looking for. The objective is not to have children for the sake of having children, or to have children as a byproduct of our sexual proclivities. It has to be in furtherance of establishing Jehovah's kingdom on earth. And whenever we breach those fundamental principles, then everything else in our lives becomes chaotic. And this is where we live today. So we are working hard. We're spending over 80% of our time doing things that are yielding us less than 20% of what it is that we say we want to accomplish. And that, my friends, is not coincidental. That's by design. That is how the devil works. Jehovah has offered us a superior way, and our insurance is we are guaranteed an eternal life in heaven. And those of us who are wise enough to recognize that obedience is, and by obedience to kingdom principles, will give us the ultimate quality of life while we're living here on earth. And irrespective of what happens here on earth, there's a heaven, an eternal life glorifying Jehovah. So, it's about to rain. It's actually Sunday evening, overcast, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a quick video, since ordinarily we only have a 1-day weekend. This week we have 3 days, so I think I'll just pack in a little bit of time just to give Jehovah thanks for his many blessings, and to try and encourage others to just seek first the kingdom of Jehovah and his righteousness, and all things will be added. And the Holy Bible did not qualify what all, because all is all, everything. And the things you will not get are the things that you don't need. And there are things that are not required. And once you get into that mindset of obedience, eventually you'll stop wanting things that are not Jehovah's desire for you to have. And you'll stop wasting your time sowing bad seeds for which you're bound to reap an even more disastrous harvest. Because Jehovah is not mocked, and we shall all reap what we sow, more than we sow, later than we sow. Remember that. You can't cheat an omnipotent and omnipresent God. And remember, He's not mocked. Have a blessed night.